Setting as a character. I'm Karen Beery with Right Now Editing, where we turn good manuscripts into great books.
And I'm Peggy Thomas, multi-award winning author and editor, and we are two editors for 5 whole minutes. Start that timer, Karen.
Thank you. Let me find that.
We're trying to start a new leaf in December, remembering to set the timer.
Yes. And apparently had already started, so let me restart it. So, setting as character. I'm going to
Yes.
let Peg take the lead on this and then come in at the end because I am here to represent those of us who struggle with this aspect of writing.
And this is an aspect that I really love. And I love it when I anticipate it in a story that I'm going to read. And I enjoy doing it when I'm actually writing my own books. And when I say using setting as a character in your book, making setting an actual presence in your book, what I mean is to use it in an overt way to set the mood in your story, to almost be like an like if you took that setting out of the story, it would completely change the story. And I think there's a couple of them. Candace Sue Patterson had a book out. I wish I remembered the title right now, but it had to do with the flood, a major flood that happened, and based on a true story. And that town and the flood and everything that happened shaped everybody in the story was affected by that. So this setting was a huge part of it. Um, I loved the PBS miniseries Poldark, which was set in Cornwall, and Cornwall itself was such a part of that. You could not have taken that story and put it anywhere else and made it work the way it did there. I'm currently writing my Salem Village series, which is happening during the Salem witch trials. And again, that setting is such an integral part of the story that you can't move it and just put it somewhere else and make it work. Um, and when you have this setting as a character, you have the setting it's impacting your character. So it's going to do one of two things. It's either going to impede your character, so your character it becomes the hurdles your character has to jump to get through their character arc. And that could be things like a pandemic story, natural disaster story, country boy goes to the big city story, anything like that, where the setting itself is the conflict, it's the roadblocks, it's what's stopping the character from making that character arc. And it can also be the flip side. Okay, the setting can also assist the character in reaching their character arc. And you can use the exact same things. You can use the pandemic, you can use natural disaster, you can use a big change in setting from what is their normal to make them overcome, to make them rise above, to make them shine and become the hero because they kind of have to be, because that disaster, that setting, that whatever pushes them forward to do that, to stand out and to be better and to improve and to grow. So all of those are really good. And I got to tell you, and I won't mention the book or the author, but there was a book I was so looking forward to because the title of the book mentioned a house. And I had in my head that this house was going to be such a part of the story, and I was so looking forward to it. And I was massively disappointed that it had nothing to do with the story at all. And and it was a really good book. There was nothing wrong with the book. I thoroughly enjoyed the book, but it did not, it set me up to think I was going to get a certain type of story that then I didn't get, you know. When I titled my series Salem Village, people are set up to go, ooh, spooky things are going to be going on here. There's witch trials going on, there's tragedy going on. If I don't deliver that, that's on me, right?
Right.
So, in the same way, if you're writing a book about the Titanic, people have certain expectations. The setting is the Titanic, people on the Titanic, right? You know what's going to happen. If you change too much of that,
Right.
you're going to disappoint your readers.
So
Does
we've
that
got
make sense?
about 1 minute left. So I'm going to give you some hints for those people like me who struggle with setting. One thing I remember hearing years ago that really helped was one of the things that makes Law and Order, the TV show, unique is and special is the setting because New York City is as much a character as the characters are. Because
Yeah.
if you were to pull the story out of New York City and put it in northern Michigan, it wouldn't work. And
So,
so keep that in mind.
yeah.
What can the setting do? What can it add to the story that if you took that story out of the setting, it would change your story? I take
Yes.
advantage of Northern Michigan. Um, we're very remote. Cell phone service drops all the time. I let it happen.
Yes.
I use it to advance my stories. Oh,
Yeah.
and that's all we've got. That's the end of our 5 minutes. But I hope
I
that
hope it helps.
helps.
Yeah.
And
Use your setting. Bring your reader right into that setting. Bring it alive for them. Let it shape your characters. Let it impact your characters, and it will really deepen your stories.
and come back next week for a special holiday edition of Two Editors
Yes,
for
I'm
Five
looking forward
Minutes.
to that.
Until then, I'm Karen Berry.
And I'm Peg Thomas. We'll see you next time.
Bye.